In the tranquil village of Atikawa, nestled by the banks of a winding river, lived Damalola, a skilled fisherman known far and wide for his prowess in the waters. Every dawn, Damalola would set sail in his weathered wooden boat, casting his net with practiced ease, hoping for a bountiful catch to provide for his beloved wife, Chioma, and their humble home. One serene morning, as the sun painted the sky with hues of gold and crimson, Damalola felt a tug on his line like none he had ever experienced before. With muscles straining against the resistance, he pulled and heaved until, at last, emerging from the depths, was not just any ordinary fish, but a shimmering creature of ethereal beauty, its scales glinting like pure gold under the morning sun. Damalola gasped in awe, scarcely daring to believe his eyes. For in all his years upon the river, he had never beheld such a wondrous sight. With trembling hands, he cradled the golden fish in his weathered palms, marveling at its radiant beauty. Yet, even as he marveled at the miraculous catch before him, a voice echoed in his mind, soft yet unmistakable in its clarity. "I am the golden fish of the Atikawa River," it whispered, "and in gratitude for your act of mercy, I offer you 3 wishes, to be granted at your command." Damalola's heart pounded with disbelief, his mind reeling at the enormity of the offer laid before him. For in all his days upon the river, never had he encountered a creature so magical, so otherworldly in its presence. With a sense of wonderment that bordered on reverence, Damalola lowered the golden fish back into the water, his mind awash with possibilities. For in that moment, he knew that his life would never be the same again. Transfixed by the miraculous sight before him, Damalola hesitated before slowly lowering the magnificent fish back into the water. Yet, before it vanished beneath the surface, the golden fish spoke in a voice as melodious as a bubbling brook. "I am the golden fish of the Atikawa River," it declared, "and in gratitude for your act of mercy, I offer you 3 wishes, to be granted at your command." Damalola, struck by both wonder and disbelief, scarcely dared to believe his ears. Yet, emboldened by the opportunity that lay before him, he uttered his first wish with conviction. "I wish for a great abundance of fish to grace my nets each day that I may provide for my family and my village," he declared. With a flick of its tail, the golden fish vanished beneath the surface of the river, leaving Damalola to marvel at the magic that had transpired. And true to its word, from that day forth, Damalola's nets teemed with fish of every size and species, the bounty of the river overflowing in abundance. True to its word, the golden fish bestowed upon Damalola a miraculous boon, and in the days that followed, his nets teemed with fish of every size and species. The village of Atikawa flourished as never before, its people rejoicing in the abundance brought forth by Damalola's first wish. Yet, as time wore on, whispers began to circulate among the villagers, tales of a fisherman blessed by fortune and his magical catch. Envious eyes turned towards Damalola, and soon, jealousy and resentment festered in the hearts of some. For though the river provided in abundance, it also stirred the darker impulses that lay dormant within the hearts of men. Greed and envy spread like wildfire through the village, threatening to consume all in their path. Disturbed by the discord that had begun to poison the harmony of Atikawa, Damalola sought counsel from the village elder, a wise and venerable figure known for his sagacity. "Your first wish has brought great prosperity to our village, yet it has also stirred envy and greed among our people," the elder mused, his voice grave with concern. "Be mindful, Damalola, for every boon granted by the golden fish comes with its own burden." Determined to mend the rifts that had formed within his community, Damalola resolved to use his remaining wishes wisely, with the welfare of Atikawa foremost in his heart. For though the river provided in abundance, it also carried with it the seeds of discord, threatening to tear the fabric of their society asunder. And so, with the guidance of the village elder, Damalola embarked upon a journey of self-discovery, seeking to understand the true meaning of his newfound wealth and the responsibilities it entailed. With resolve renewed, Damalola embarked once more upon the waters of the Atikowa River, his thoughts consumed by the weight of responsibility that now rested upon his shoulders. As the golden fish surfaced once more, its eyes shimmering with ancient wisdom, Damalola spoke his second wish with solemnity. I wish for the wisdom to lead my village with fairness and compassion, that I may guide our people towards a future of peace and prosperity, he declared. And so, with a gentle nod of its head, the golden fish granted Damalola's request, imbuing him with the wisdom of ages past. With newfound clarity of mind, Damalola set about his duties with renewed vigor, his every action guided by the principles of justice and compassion. Yet, even as he strove to lead his people towards a brighter future, shadows lurked on the horizon, threatening to extinguish the fragile light of hope that flickered within their hearts. Yet, even as Damalola basked in the newfound clarity of his mind, a shadow fell upon the village of Atikowa. For lurking in the shadows was a stranger, a cunning and enigmatic figure whose arrival heralded unforeseen consequences for Damalola and his fellow villagers. Drawn by tales of the golden fish and the power it promised, the stranger approached Damalola with honeyed words and false promises, seeking to ensnare him in a web of deceit. Blinded by the allure of wealth, Damalola unwittingly revealed the secret of the golden fish and its 3 wishes, unaware of the danger he had invited into their midst. For his 3rd wish, the stranger proposed an unusual suggestion: speak your final wish into this magical box. It will reveal if there are any hidden consequences. Trusting the stranger's words, Damalola held the box close and whispered his most heartfelt wish. As soon as his words left his lips, the stranger's eyes gleamed with cunning triumph. A chilling laugh echoed through the air as the stranger snatched the box from Damalola's grasp and vanished into thin air. Realization hit Damalola like a tidal wave. The stranger had tricked him. His trust had been exploited, and his precious wish stolen. Despair and anger surged through him, knowing the stranger now held his dream in her deceitful hands. Damalola was left standing alone on the shore, betrayed and bereft, cursing the day he let his kindness overshadow his caution. Dismayed by his own folly, Damalola turned to his fellow villagers for aid, rallying them to his cause with a fervor born of desperation. Together, they devised a plan to reclaim the stolen wish and restore balance to their beloved Akwit. With hearts united and spirits undaunted, Damalola and his companions set forth on a journey fraught with peril and uncertainty, their resolve unyielding despite the trials that lay ahead. Guided by the wisdom granted to him by the golden fish, Damalola led his people. The villagers decided to call upon the golden fish. Because of the kindness and purity in Damalola's heart, the golden fish agreed to help on one condition: Damalola must relinquish one of his first 2 wishes to restore balance before reclaiming the lost wish. The villagers were divided. Some demanded that Damalola give up his wisdom, while others argued that the golden fish should be grateful Damalola hadn't killed and eaten it. Damalola calmed the crowd and told the golden fish he would surrender his first wish, which to fill the sea with fish of all kinds. This decision sparked outrage among the villagers, with many accusing Damalola of selfishness. However, the village elders saw the wisdom in his choice. The golden fish vanished into the depths, and the once teeming sea was left barren. Moments later, the fish reappeared, announcing that Damalola's final wish was restored, and he could make one last request. Damalola wished for the sea to be ever abundant with fish, but that the villagers would only catch what they needed to avoid overfishing and pollution. The golden fish granted the wish, and the sea flourished with life once more. Damalola continued to lead with wisdom, occasionally seeking counsel from the golden fish to guide his people better. As dawn broke over the village of Atikawa, a sense of renewal filled the air, the promise of a brighter tomorrow shining in every smile and every heart. For Damalola, the journey had been one of hardship and sacrifice, yet it had also been a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the power of community. Gathered together beneath the shade of the village baobab tree, the people of Atikawa celebrated their victory with song and dance, their voices raised in joyous harmony as they welcomed the dawn of a new era. And as Damalola stood among them, surrounded by friends and loved ones, he knew that though the road ahead would be fraught with challenges and obstacles, he would face them with courage and determination, secure in the knowledge that he was not alone. For in the heart of every villager beat the spirit of Atikawa, a spirit that would endure for generations to come, a testament to the strength of the human spirit and the power of hope. Gathered beneath the sprawling branches of the village baobab tree, Damalola stood at the forefront of the festivities, his gaze sweeping over the sea of smiling faces that surrounded him. For though the journey had been long and fraught with peril, the people of Atikawa had emerged victorious, their spirit unbroken by the trials they had faced.